why were we funding terrorists in the 1970s and 80s? Well, according to our national security advisor, Zbigniew Brzezinski, the grand chessboard, this celebrated apex predator of American statecraft. I think he had a quote that was something like, well, what is arming a few, Islamic fundamentalists matter when weighed against the history of America winning the Cold War? Well, the Mujahideen is in Afghanistan. They were before they became Al-Qaeda and ISIS. What asset does Afghanistan have to play with in order to fund its war network, its paramilitary network? Well, it's the drug network. They happen to sit on the, basically the poppy fields that, when exploited, comprise 95% of the world's heroin, if you export that. And so the CIA-backed, State Department, USAID-backed, and we can go through receipts of USAID doing this same, drugs for cash for guns work in the 1960s, practically from the day it was born. What they were doing is they were taking those poppy harvests and then they were depositing them in CIA proprietary banks like BCCI, the Bank of Credit and Commerce International. Everyone can look this up, or if you want to plug in CIA, BCCI, and look at all the mainstream media report on this, it was a major scandal. It become one of the world's largest banks, and it was basically a CIA front. And it was a Pakistani frontman for this, and it was converting, effectively washing the proceeds of these drugs so that they could be so that the Mujahideen could buy arms, while the Pakistani militants were being funded and trained in Pakistan, and then they go to Afghanistan and conduct military operations against against the Russians, who are our stated Cold War enemy. The same thing's happening today, though. If you go on my X feed right now, I'm going to show you something related to this and how this still goes on today. USAID has been busted multiple times for actually cultivating the poppy and heroin production in Afghanistan, exactly in Afghanistan.